Okay, video number 2. What do you have here? Something very interesting. Look. Less adjective than. A cell phone is less expensive than an iPad. The same example you have in our book. Expensive is the adjective. It doesn't change. Você não modifica a palavra. This is something very interesting. Messi is less tall than Cristiano Ronaldo. Look, tall. You don't say taller, tallest. No, you keep the word. But if you pay attention, on our book, we only have adjectives long adjectives. I can use less than with short adjective. Yes, you can, but it's not common. Why? Because it sounds a little bit strange. Look, instead of try to translate to Portuguese, Messi é menos alto que Cristiano Ronaldo. It sounds a little bit weird. Soa pouco estranho. So you have a better way to transmit this idea. Messi is less tall than Cristiano Ronaldo. It's acceptable, but it's not the best way. Messi is shorter than, or Cristiano Ronaldo is taller than. Pay attention, is the idea, it sounds better to our hearing, soa melhor aos ouvidos. É a mesma coisa que você pensar em português, é maior de grande, é menos pequeno, something like that, ok? Então, se você prestar atenção, dificilmente você vai achar adjetivos curtos com less than, porque fica estranho e você tem outras ferramentas para transmitir essa informação. Combinado? Então, muito melhor, instead of saying Messi is less tall than Cristiano Ronaldo, you can say Messi is shorter than, or Cristiano Ronaldo is taller than. In this case, é o comparativo puro que a gente aprendeu some weeks ago. Então, aqui você vai mudar, short adjective vai mudar para ER, IER, ok. Porque aqui é um simples comparativo, não tem less, não tem as, nothing. Great? Good? Pay attention. You don't have this explanation in our book. Why? Because it's not necessary. But I think it's important to transmit this idea for you, to bring this grammar explanation for you. Isso aqui não vai ter no nosso livro por enquanto, mas eu achei que vocês merecem aprender um pouquinho mais sobre isso, porque é muito tranquilo. Oh, sorry. Really sorry, my fault. Sorry guys, problema técnico. For example, we can use less with different classes of words. Yes, it's true. Verb. His car consumes less fuel. Consumes is the verb. So you can say, his car consome menos combustível. Fuel. This word, combustível. Fuel. So you can use, it's something new, okay? You don't have in your book, but I think it's okay to transmit it for you. With a noun, substantivo, you must try to spend less money. We must try to spend less money. Nós deveríamos tentar gastar menos dinheiro. And here you have a detail. In this situation, when you use less with noun, you have to use with uncountable nouns. Money, water, wine, coffee, salt, sugar, uncountable nouns, nomes incontáveis. And this one is good, less, is to emphasize a decrease in something. Look, as so romantic this sentence. Since I met you, my money seems less and less important. Desde que eu conheci você, que eu encontrei você, meu dinheiro parece menos e menos importante. Menos e menos. You can say, I've been sleeping less and less. Tenho dormido menos e menos. Alguma coisa que está decaindo. Ok? Aqui no bom sentido, ok? So, you can use with verbs, noun, but focus on this information. Less with uncountable nouns. Easy? Great. Okay, so take your book. Let's go to page 78. 78, okay? So our changing planet. Our changing planet. Let's do it this way. It's better for you? Yes, I think so. In this test, you have a lot of comparative words, and there's a very important information that you have here. So, gets warmer, gets warmer, gets, guys, when you don't know the meaning of a verb, you use get, ok? Não sabe o que falar, coloca o verbo get aqui e vai ser feliz. So, when the water gets warmer, warm, temperatura agradável. Warmer, mais quente, que seria morno, né? Mais morno. It expands. It expands. When the ice at North and South Pole gets warmer, it melts. Do you know the meaning of melts? Derreter. Melts. To melt, derreter. As a result, our seas and oceans are getting bigger. Está se tornando. Are getting, está se tornando. Verb to be are, because you're talking about seas and oceans, plural. Bigger, está se tornando bigger. So, for example, you have to say, the children, my cousins, my little cousins is getting bigger. No getting big, getting bigger. Estão se tornando maiores. And maybe you ask, mas maiores que o quê? Maiores que eles mesmos. So if you say a sentence, my cousin, imagine you have your cousins 2, 3 years old, and you see them, and you can say, oh, you are getting bigger. You are getting bigger. Bigger comparando com o quê? Com eles mesmos. That's the idea here. So, os oceanos e mares are getting bigger. Deles mesmos. Então, por isso que não precisa o them, porque é deles mesmo que você está falando. Some island, okay, don't pronounce the letter S, are losing their beaches. The beautiful beaches, however, popular with tourists, but they are growing smaller. Each year. Então, elas estão crescendo menores a cada ano. Menores do que? Delas mesmas. So, por isso que não precisa do them. The government spends millions of dollars to make beaches bigger with sand from beneath the sea, but the problem is very serious. Beneath, no fundo. Areias do fundo do oceano. Let's move on. Mountains are growing taller. This one crust is crosta mesmo, okay? Around it, the crust looks like a Gizmo puzzle. This word é quebra-cabeça. Quebra-cabeça. The pieces are always collidindo. They push land up. Push is a falso cognato, is a false friend. Push é empurrar. Push doesn't mean puxar. Be careful with the doors. Cuidado com as portas. When you see push, you don't have to push, you have to empurrar. So, essas crostas, they are pushing land up. Estão empurrando a terra para cima. and the mountains appear and grow taller. And this happens again and again. Since it's out of the last heavy snow and ice on the mountains is easier and mais fácil to grow. Patagonia, the mountains increased, aumentaram. Yes, so maybe this word, I don't know, increase, aumentar. Of course, you have to read it again. Você vai ler isso de novo com calma e se porventura uma palavra você não souber e não conseguir identificar, me avise. Warmer temperatures can make volcanoes on dry land more active. Dry land, terras secas. Dry, seca, wet, molhado. Let's try if I can write it here. Oh yes, I can. So that you have that park, famous park. White house. White park. Wet, molhado. Dry, seco. Melting, derretimento, snow and ice adds water to the ocean. And they become deeper, se tornam mais profundos and heavier, pesados. This is the greater pressure on the ocean floor. É muito alta pressão on the ocean floor, chão. And less pressure on the land. E menos pressão na terra seca. This makes it easier. Isso torna isso mais fácil. Makes it easier. Is a good sentence to know by heart. This makes it easier for volcanoes to erupt. Volcanic eruptions make countries and islands larger, maiores. One example is Big Island in Hawaii. Its volcano, o vulcano dela, da ilha, Kilauea, is very active and its lava, it's forming new land. Hawaii's beaches are shrinking, but its land is getting bigger. Shrinking means encolher. As praias estão encolhendo e a parte de terra está se tornando maior. Great? This one. You have to translate to your own language. Serious? What do you think? Serious. Sério, seriamente. Expand, similar Portuguese, expandir. Beneath, I've just told you. Can you remember? Fundo, do fundo. Increase, aumentar. Pressure, pressão. Shrinking, encolher. Great. This next exercise is not for today. Page 79. This one you have to do right now. You have to listen to a radio interview about the eruption of Mount St. Helens volcano. Are the sentences true or false? So now you're going to listen to the audio and you have to tell me if it's true or false. Let's do it now.
Unit 7. Skills. Listening. Page 79. Exercises 3 and 4. On May 18, 1980, the volcano Mount St. Helens erupted. Mount St. Helens is in the United States, and its eruption was bigger than any other in U.S. history. 57 people died, and the disaster destroyed huge areas of land. Today, I'm with Edie Matthews, who was 14 on that day. Edie, what do you remember?
It was a Sunday morning, and everything was quieter than usual. Usually there were a lot of birds and other animals in my garden, but there was absolute silence. Then I noticed that the sky was darker too.
Did you know immediately what the problem was?
No, I didn't, because we lived about 240 kilometers from the volcano. My uncle called and told us about the eruption. He lived nearer to the volcano than us, but luckily he wasn't in any danger.
Were you scared?
I think I was more surprised than scared. We knew that the volcano was ready to erupt, but we didn't really expect a big eruption. However, it wasn't only a little lava, it was an enormous explosion.
What did you do?
We went to our grandmother's house. During the day, the sky got darker. The air became hotter and started to smell worse, too. However, the photos of the black land around the volcano look worse than any of my memories. They're a reminder of the people and animals who lost their lives.
Let's check. Number 1. What is that? Eruption. False. I try to write here. Let's choose the big one. This one. So this one is false. Number 2. True. Number 3. True. Number 4. True. Number 5. False. Number 6. False. 7. True. 8. False. 9. False. And 10. True. Great? Yes? So that's the end of video number 2. We're gonna have video number 3 shorter. Okay? See you in a while.